Hello, my name is Todd Smith. I'm a teacher in the fields of sports psychology and sociology. My background is in exercise science, nutrition, and behavior change in the context of health and fitness goals. The purpose of this video is to create an outline for my students. I would like to help them understand how I intend to effectively communicate throughout this class, including my methods of diffusing difficult situations. It is my goal to ensure that each student's perspective and the experiences that they bring to the classroom are respected. There are three strategies that I want to share from the beginning to start building a positive learning community. First is that this class is based on a learning-centered model, which I'll explain. Second is a focus on improving active listening on both my part as a teacher as well as each student's part. Finally, there will be an intentional focus on creating a safe space where each student feels that they belong. The learning-centered model means that I have to learn as much as I can about each student. This will help me to determine the most effective way of communicating with each student, especially given a diverse group of students that this class will have. In my classroom, there's a strong emphasis on flexibility and transparency. Instructions, feedback, and expectations will be presented in a way that each student can understand, while encouraging questions about anything that may be unclear. I understand that as teachers, we can get used to developing a one-way communication style, rather than training ourselves to be patient listeners and sensitive observers. Active listening will be a strong focus for me during this class, as you will notice my intentional effort to pay attention to each student and ensure that I'm giving thoughtful responses. This means I'll have to learn how to understand the underlying emotions and experiences that each student brings to the class. Active listening builds trust, and I truly believe that it's essential for effective communication. I will be encouraging it to each student with their peers as well. Finally, it's my duty as a teacher to provide a safe space where each student can feel that they belong and are nurtured. Mutual feelings of acceptance, value, inclusion, encouragement, and significance that exist between teachers and peers can have a dramatic positive impact on education. This is the power of simply being able to ask a question without feeling dumb. However, the most important value that ties into a sense of belonging is helping a student understand why this course is required, why it is important for that student, and how can it play into their future endeavors. The challenges that may arise and can be overcome will most likely be due to differences in communication styles as well as feedback. Feedback includes differences in opinion on how something was graded or the terminology being used to explain an expectation. Students don't just deserve negative feedback, but also constructive criticism as well that can help them improve their future assignments. A difference in communication styles is absolutely guaranteed in the GCU higher learning environment. There are students from all ages and several nations from around the world. It is vital for myself as a teacher to remain aware of this and to work towards making sure that students feel heard and very clear on the expectations of the classroom. The more that we all learn to improve our communication styles and begin to respect more cultures, the more inclusive we can all become. When conflict does happen, we can work first to de-escalate the issues by validating the emotions that are being experienced. We can also present our perspective in a way that's non-confrontational, such as using I statements, like I feel I may have been misunderstood, rather than you misunderstood me. And if two people are struggling to come to an agreement, such as a collaborative learning community assignment may cause, as a teacher, I'm more than happy to step in and mediate and let each student share their perspective with myself acting as a neutral party. Effective communication ultimately serves each student's needs. Studies have shown that this improves both engagement and academic performance. It both fosters a sense of belonging and collaboration. This not only helps students to succeed in the classroom, but as well as the professional environment. To put that into context, Google has identified 8 of the habits that its best managers have, and 7 of them are communication skills. Clearly, conversations are crucial. Throughout this class, you can hold me to the standard of maintaining a learning-based model, working on my active listening skills, and intentionally creating a safe and nurturing environment for each student. Communication will be our catalyst to building trust, relationships, and a sense of community that can keep each student engaged and effective in their academic performance. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you guys soon.